Now, there's lots in here for everybody, I promise. But I really want to speak to single and young people, people who are kind of before the marriage thing. Especially, if you're a teen, tune in, okay? Because this is going to be helpful for you. Because here's what I want to do. I want to try to save you, not me, but I want to try to help you, save you from a past that could really mess up your future. Okay? That's an important thought. I want to help you to avoid a past that could really mess up your future. Now, inside on your message notes, here's a truth that I want us to consider, okay? All of life is connected. All the days of our life, all of life is connected. And the choices that we make today will someday be part of our past. And your past always impacts your present and your future. You understand that? You get that? So specifically, okay, now you can apply this to every area of your life and beyond our youngs and singles here. You can apply this to your life, but especially if you're at that young part in your life and you're making decisions about relationships and sexuality and how to engage in that and what does God say about that. The decisions you make today someday are going to be back here in your past in the rearview mirror. And you're going to find yourself maybe in a relationship or whatever, and the decisions you make back here will totally shape where you're at now. So I want to help you make godly decisions that will lead to a good life, a life that honors Him, a life that will bless you. If you're married or you're ever thinking about being married, this series is going to help you big time, and here's why. In all my years in ministry, now tune in because this is going to sound kind of weird, but you'll get it. I have never met a couple that has marriage problems. I know you're thinking, what? Now, here's what I mean. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, oh, Pastor Brad, my marriage is in trouble, or we're in trouble, or we're having problems. I said, okay, great. Not great, but let's sit down and let's talk about it. It's horrible, but, I'm happy to help you. And here's what happens every single time we start talking about marriage problems. What we discover is that what actually happened is that two individuals who have problems in their past got married. And they brought those problems from their past into their relationship. And now, after they've done some life together, those problems from their past are starting to come to the surface and they're impacting the relationship. You see how that works? That's why I really want to speak some things today to folks who maybe are at the beginning of this journey so that you can begin to make godly choices right now. Godly choices in terms of what it means to love a person and what it means to engage in that kind of a sexual relationship, and those, because God says some powerful things about it, so that when you get to that point, you'll be in a much better, much more healthy place. Rick Warren says, man, it is wise to learn from your past. That is true. We could all write a list of things we've learned from our past. But, he goes on, it is so much wiser to learn from other people's past. It's a lot less painful too, isn't it? You don't have to beat your head personally against every mistake in life to learn those lessons, although my dad used to tell me he thought I had to. He I don't know if he coined the phrase or what, but he'd always say, Brad, you got like 4 degrees from the school of hard knocks, because that's just the way I was. But we don't want to have to go down that road. We can learn from God's Word. We can learn from the experience of other people. And so I want to share with you truths today that will make your life better, that will help you, as our subtitle said, to have far less grief and less drama in your life, more health, more joy. And you know what else will happen? When you begin to live your life in line with God's wisdom and His teaching in this area, you're going to shine in this culture like a bright star in the night sky.